When it comes to red carpets, people often think of glamour, class, and million-dollar couture designs. But for Hollywood, where nothing is impossible, the red carpet is also a testing ground for strange, controversial, and sometimes incomprehensible outfits. This is not just fashion, but visual performances that will make viewers talk for years. Get ready because you are about to admire the craziest outfits ever. Megan Fox in the barely covered dress, VMAs. If anyone knows how to make the world stop for a dress, it's Megan Fox at the 2021 MTV VMAs. The actress wore a dress that was almost completely see-through, revealing every line of her body under the flashbulbs, breathtakingly sexy. The design came from the fashion house Mugler, a sheer mesh material, hugging the body, held in place by a few thin silver straps. Megan was accompanied by Machine Gun Kelly, her boyfriend at the time, creating the hottest couple of the event. The media immediately called it the boldest outfit of the VMAS night. Some praised her for her confidence, sexiness, and modernity, while others criticized her for severely lacking in fabric. However, Megan did not apologize. She just smiled and said, "Women should wear what they feel beautiful, feel strong, and feel like themselves." With that perspective, Megan has affirmed her position as a modern sex symbol, ready to challenge all standards. Andre Leon Talley, the unique mobile tent icon on the Met Gala red carpet. In the ever-changing fashion world of the Met Gala, where stars compete to play big with elaborate, gorgeous dresses according to the theme, Andre Leon Talley stands out in a completely different way. Absolute consistency with the giant caftan. No need for a flashy suit or 100 million concept design. Talley simply wears the same style, but never boring. The straight-cut caftan, covering from neck to ankle, is always his favorite choice. And each time he appears, he brings a different version. Sometimes it is luxurious, metallic crimson, brocade, sometimes mysterious jet black silk, or pure white velvet like a powerful fashion master. The shirt is so loose that it makes people look back, not because of its traditional splendor, but because of the gentle, slow, but pressured royal aura it radiates. The media once compared. Every time Talley stepped onto the red carpet, it was like a mobile royal tent slowly entering the gala. What is special is that he never broke the overall caftan look with flashy details. Everything that came with it, from long velvet gloves, classic black shoes, to large glasses, was carefully selected to maintain elegance, minimalism, and highlight his characteristic divine figure. As the Met Gala became more and more deformed with shocking looks and high performance, Andre Leon Talley was like an unshakable monument. He did not need to follow the theme, nor did he need to shock with metallic or cutouts. Just standing there, with his caftan fluttering like a stage curtain, was enough to make people remember him forever. If Rihanna is the queen of strange dresses, Lady Gaga is the queen of transformation, then Talley is the fashion pope, without saying a word but still making the whole red carpet respect him. Loyalty to the caftan is not a limitation. It's an immutable statement of style power. You don't need to change to stand out if you're already perfectly yourself. Solange Knowles in the space disc that stunned at Met Gala, 2015. If anyone knows how to play big on the red carpet without showing off skin or expensive jewelry, it's Solange Knowles, Beyoncé's personality younger sister. At the 2015 Met Gala, with the theme China Through the Looking Glass, Solange made all the reporters and audiences turn their heads because of a unique design. Solange stepped onto the red carpet in an extremely sturdy and massive dress, hugging her body as if she were hiding inside a giant CD. When she turned around, people could barely see any curves. Instead, a round, smooth, metallic mass completely covered her upper body and skirt. This outfit came from designer Giles Deacon and is a typical example of highly geometric and symbolic fashion. Immediately, social networks were abuzz. Solange not only attracted the camera lens, she was also transformed into all kinds of memes. Giant vinyl record, bulletproof shield, or even space shield coming from the Marvel Universe. Every angle of her photo became golden material for netizens to create without limits. Despite the funny comparison, no one can deny that Solange brought one of the most impressive and unforgettable images at the Met Gala that year. While many other stars were absorbed in silk and classical Chinese images, Solange chose her own path. Abstract, bold, and completely unpredictable. Amber Rose in the revealing as if not chain dress that shocked the 2014 VMAs at the 2014 MTV Video Music Awards. Among a series of gorgeously dressed stars on the red carpet, Amber Rose made the entire audience and media freeze when appearing in an outfit considered the most revealing in the history of the VMAs. Instead of an evening gown or a jumpsuit, Amber chose to wear a design made entirely of thin silver chains, woven in geometric mesh, creating gaps so wide that they almost covered nothing. The outfit had absolutely no lining inside, only interwoven metal threads, placed in the right places to ensure the minimum limit of modesty. As soon as Amber walked, the entire red carpet seemed to fall silent for a few seconds. Photographers kept their cameras running, while social networks exploded with countless comments. Many newspapers described it as a chain bikini, while some critics bluntly called it jeweled lingerie rather than a fashionable dress. Although it caused fierce controversy, there was no denying Amber Rose achieved her goal, to become the absolute center of attention. This was not just an outfit. It was a statement of her no-holds-barred lifestyle, sexy, daring, and not afraid to show off her personality through her own body. That year's event helped solidify Amber's image as a rebellious sex symbol in the American entertainment industry, and at the same time put her name on the list of the most memorable and hot appearances in VMAs history. In VMAs history. In VMAs history. Doja Cat, the Bloody Goddess, stunned Schiaparelli. 2023. If the red carpet is where art and fashion meet in the craziest moments, then Doja Cat is the living proof at Schiaparelli Haute Couture, Fashion Week 2023. Without choosing any dress, she decided to turn her own body into a surreal work, leaving the entire fashion world speechless when she appeared. Doja entered the auditorium with a fiery red appearance from head to toe, thanks to the blood-red body paint covering her entire body, combined with 30,000 sparkling Swarovski crystals, hand-attached for 5 hours. Not a single piece of fabric, no cuts, no seams, only light, color, and skin transformed into a surreal living statue, as if coming out of ancient mythology or the dream of a surrealist painter. This appearance immediately divided public opinion. Some people admired her as the Schiaparelli fashion goddess, praising her courage and spirit of not being afraid to experiment, but others also found the look too extreme, to the point of being creepy. However, no one can deny one thing. All eyes were fixed on Doja Cat, and she did what any artist wants, to become the irreplaceable center of attention. With this appearance, Doja did not just dress beautifully. She told a story with her body, a story of transcendence, beauty beyond standards, and the courage to step into the territory that only pioneers dare to set foot. Miley Cyrus in the transparent plastic bikini, VMAs 2015. When it comes to the most shocking outfits on the red carpet, it is impossible not to mention Miley Cyrus at the 2015 MTV VMAs. At that time, Miley had just officially transformed from the innocent image of Hannah Montana to become a rebellious, defiant icon, and her outfit choice at that year's awards ceremony demonstrated that more clearly than ever. Miley's outfit was a bikini made from transparent plastic, connected by shiny metal strings, creating an overall look that was both sexy and a bit futuristic. She combined it with metallic silver knee-high boots, a super cool two-pile hairstyle, and a series of bulky, colorful accessories that did not follow any aesthetic standards. The overall look reminded people of an alien character coming out of a sci-fi comedy show, rather than a star walking on a prestigious red carpet. But that was exactly what Miley intended. She didn't want to fit in. She wanted to stand out, shock, and create a media explosion. Immediately, this outfit became a hot topic of discussion across websites and newspapers. Some sites called it a breakthrough fashion icon. Others sarcastically said it was no different from a circus costume. The audience was also clearly divided into two camps. One side supported the rebellion and creativity. The other side thought she simply wanted to attract attention. In any case, there is no denying, Miley Cyrus's plastic bikini has gone down in MTV red carpet history as one of the most rebellious outfits ever performed. It was more than just an outfit. It was a statement of personality, a mark of maturity and boldness in her artistic journey. Christina Aguilera and the Disaster Rebellion at the 2002 VMAs. The 2002 MTV Video Music Awards witnessed one of the most controversial moments in red carpet history when Christina Aguilera appeared in an outfit that shocked both the media and fans. Not wearing a gorgeous evening gown or any design with a big event feel, she chose to appear as if she had just stepped out of a chaotic street festival. The low-rise jeans were tattered, ripped in many places, along with a sheer crop top, showing off her waist and tan skin, creating an image that was both sexy and rebellious. Christina's hair was braided into many small strands, dyed in many colors, with a series of sparkling silver accessories attached all over her body like tribal jewelry. The whole look looked more like a carnival dancer in the heart of New York than a diva walking on the red carpet. It was not surprising that the press and audience were fiercely divided. Many fashion magazines bluntly called her style a fashion disaster, failed festival cosplay, and some even compared her to a street dancer lost on the red carpet. However, for Christina at that time, it was not just about the outfit. It was a deliberate rebellion. In the early 2000s, Christina was on a journey to escape the sweet label of the old Disney girl image. She wanted to prove that she was mature, bold, and ready to break all stereotypes. And the 2002 VMAs, with its strategic shock, was the first strong step in that journey. Despite being controversial and criticized a lot, Christina Aguilera's outfit that year was still mentioned over and over again in lists of most shocking looks of all time, as a clear demonstration of the golden age of pop culture, where the line between fashion and ego show sometimes completely disappeared. Heidi Klum and her Jessica Rabbit costume that left guests freezing, Halloween 2015. When it comes to Halloween queens, no one can surpass the name Heidi Klum. With the tradition of organizing the most lavish Halloween parties in New York, this famous supermodel always makes the entertainment world hold their breath, waiting to see who she will transform into each year. And in 2015, Heidi really stunned the entire group of guests when she entered the party as Jessica Rabbit, the classic sex symbol of Hollywood animation. But don't think this is just a simple cosplay. Heidi played big to the point of completely transforming herself to transform into this character. She wore a tight-fitting, sparkling red dress with a high slit, a true Jessica Rabbit. But what made everyone gasp was her unusually exaggerated figure. Her bust and hips were padded to an unrealistic size with a giant piece of silicone, making her body proportions look like they came out of a cartoon. That didn't exist. Not stopping there, Heidi's face was also completely replaced with an extremely detailed silicone mask, from her sharp slanted eyes, plump lips, to her cartoon-like shiny skin. This visual effect was both impressive and scary. Instead of being sexy as expected, many people commented that the overall look was too much like a living plastic doll, causing a creepy feeling rather than a sexy one. Heidi's elaborate investment was recognized, but at the same time it also caused a wave of controversy. Some people were amazed by her willingness to spend. Others felt uncomfortable looking at the unrealistic image to the point of obsession. Regardless, Heidi Klum still maintains the title of Halloween Queen thanks to her impressive Jessica Rabbit costume, crossing the line between costume, cosplay, and performance art. Rihanna and the Golden Pizza, Met Gala 2015. When Rihanna stepped onto the red carpet at the 2015 Met Gala, all eyes were on her, not because of her sheer glamour, but because of her giant, bright yellow gown that resembled a giant pizza. The design was created by Chinese designer Guo Pei and took 2 years to complete by hand. With its heavy brocade fabric, intricate gold thread embroidery, and a skirt that was over 3 meters long, the outfit had a strong East Asian royal feel. However, in the eyes of netizens, it became the inspiration for countless mocking memes, such as golden pizza, giant fried egg, and even super duvet. However, behind the humor is an inspiring fashion story. Rihanna chose to honor an Asian designer on a night when most stars were following Western fashion. She was willing to take the trouble, wearing a heavy, difficult-to-move cape, just to send the message that fashion has no borders and beauty does not only come from standards. And the result? Despite being ridiculed, this outfit was still considered by Vogue magazine and many fashion critics as one of the most impressive Met Gala outfits of all time. Once again, Rihanna proves she does not just wear fashion, she is fashion. Ezra Miller and the Seven Eyes, Met Gala 2019. Ezra Miller, the actor famous for his genderless and expressive fashion style, made the entire Met Gala 2019 red carpet freeze with his transformation into a vivid optical illusion. Wearing a luxurious black and white striped suit by Burberry, Ezra carried a silver mask with his face printed on it. But what really haunted everyone was the makeup. On his real face, the makeup artist used illusion makeup techniques to draw 5 more eyes, making his face look like he had 7 eyes. An extremely disturbing visual effect. The person opposite could not distinguish which eyes were real and which were fake. Combined with his cold gaze, mysterious demeanor, and sharp red lipstick, Ezra looked like a character from a surreal dream or an art horror film. The fashion world praised this as one of the smartest concepts of the night, completely in line with the spirit of camp, exaggerated, theatrical, and full of hidden meaning. Ezra transformed himself into a living work of art, beautiful, mysterious, and irresistible. This list certainly wouldn't be complete without Lady Gaga's legendary raw meat dress. At the 2010 MTV Video Music Awards, the singer stepped onto the red carpet in a unique design. The entire dress was made from real pieces of raw beef, including shoes, handbag, and bow on her head. The whole world was shocked, from fashionistas to animal rights groups. Lady Gaga didn't choose this outfit just to attract attention. According to her explanation, the dress was a political statement. It condemned discrimination against LGBT people in the U.S. military at that time, especially the "don't ask, don't tell" policy. Gaga wanted to send the message that if you don't fight for your rights, you're no different from a piece of meat. However, not everyone understood the deeper meaning. Many people only saw the stench and the horror. PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, strongly criticized. Some health experts have even warned of the risk of infection from wearing raw meat. Despite the fierce controversy, this dress has remained a pop culture icon for a decade. The dress has even been preserved by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum after being dried and chemically treated. This is clear evidence that the red carpet is not only a place to show off beauty, but also a place to express personality, ideology, and intentional madness. Sarah Jessica Parker and the Traffic Goddess had at Met Gala 2015. At the Met Gala 2015, with the theme China through the Yuan Looking Glass, while many stars chose elaborate dresses inspired by ancient Chinese culture, Sarah Jessica Parker chose a different path. Simple but unforgettable. She appeared in a long, black, body-hugging dress, the highlight only being the red embroidered details on the shoulders. It seemed too safe among the brilliant stars. But then all eyes were immediately captivated by the accessory on her head, a giant, fiery red headpiece, designed in the image of a burning flame, rising high as if blossoming from the top of her head. The hat, a product of designer Philip Treacy, almost covered all of Sarah's hair, making her overall appearance magical, strange, and theatrical. However, not everyone easily accepted this boldness. As soon as the image was spread, social networks immediately exploded with countless memes. Sarah was humorously nicknamed Traffic Light Goddess by netizens because of the bright red color and massive shape of the hat. Many opinions said that the oversized accessory swallowed the entire dress, making the overall look unbalanced and even confusing. However, considering the exaggerated theatrical and innovative spirit of the Met Gala, it is undeniable. Sarah Jessica Parker completed the theme problem in a way that no one expected. And once again, she proved why she is always one of the most anticipated fashion icons on the Met Gala red carpet. Demi Lovato and the Robot Error dress at the 2016 Met Gala. At the 2016 Met Gala, with the theme Manus Ex Machina, Fashion in an Age of Technology, most of the guests chose to wear modern designs with a strong breath of technology, shiny metal, innovative materials, futuristic shapes. But among the stars praised for their future-touching fashion sense, Demi Lovato caused controversy among the public with an outfit that no one understood. The singer appeared in a tight silver dress, with the upper body decorated with gold lace and interwoven black details, creating sturdy, somewhat awkward geometric shapes. The overall look had a bit of royal luxury, but combined with elements that had a robot feel like technical errors. Fashion critics and social networks quickly stormed criticism. The dress was both disharmonious and heavy, and especially did not convey the spirit of that year's theme. Many commented that the dress looked like a hastily assembled product of three different outfits. Each part had its own style, and none of them matched the rest. Instead of standing out in the forest of impressive futuristic outfits, Demi became a typical example of choosing the wrong concept on one of the most important red carpets of the year. And despite trying to convey the innovation, this dress was still listed as a Met Gala fashion disaster, according to many prestigious magazines.